Hi everyone, welcome to music class. In today's music lesson, we are going to learn a little bit about the instruments of the orchestra. An orchestra is a large group or an ensemble of instruments. There are very specific instruments that are involved in an orchestra. The instruments in an orchestra are members of the string, woodwind, brass, and percussion family. To produce a sound on a string instrument, a player needs to vibrate a string. Instruments in the string family include violins, violas, cellos, double basses, and harps. You can see them in this diagram highlighted in yellow. In the woodwind family, a player needs to create a sound by blowing air across a thin piece of wood called a reed. Instruments in the woodwind family include clarinets, piccolos and flutes, oboes, bassoons, and double bassoons. You can see these instruments highlighted in orange in this diagram. Brass instruments are instruments made of metal, and a player produces a sound by buzzing their lips together on the mouthpiece of the instrument. Instruments in the brass family include horns, trumpets, trombones, and tubas. These instruments are highlighted in green in this diagram. And finally comes the percussion family. Percussion instruments are any instruments that you tap or hit to create a sound. Some of them are pictured here, including the xylophone, cymbals, snare drum, bass drum, timpani, and piano. But any instrument that you tap or hit to make a sound is a percussion instrument. Some others are tambourine and triangle. These instruments are all highlighted in blue in this diagram. The final important part of an orchestra is the conductor, and the conductor is the person who helps all of the instrumentalists to stay together. The conductor usually shows the instruments the steady beat and some expressive qualities of the music. You can see the conductor highlighted. The music that's performed by an orchestra is written by an important person called a composer. Maybe you know some famous composers. When people think of orchestral composers, they often think of people who lived a long time ago. On the screen, you'll see pictures of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Ludwig van Beethoven. These are some of the most famous composers ever, and they lived hundreds of years ago. But people are still composing music for orchestras today. John Williams is an American composer. He was born in 1932, so today he's 88 years old. He's still writing music for orchestras. Maybe you've heard some of his music. He writes a lot of music for movies, including the Star Wars movies, Harry Potter, Jaws, and Home Alone. This week, your assignment for music is to listen to some different music by John Williams. I have attached a document with lots of links to music by John Williams to your specials grid for this week. Your job is to choose 2 of the songs from that list to listen to. Notice that all of the songs are performed by instruments of the orchestra. After you have listened to at least 2 of those songs, tell me which 2 songs you listened to, and then tell me which one was your favorite. I know some of you will want to tell me that a song is your favorite because you like the movie that it's from. But I ask that you use musical vocabulary to tell me why it's your favorite. What was the tempo, the speed? What were the dynamics? How loud was it? What was the mood or the feeling? Or what instruments did you hear? What was the timbre? So I hope to hear from you soon, and I can't wait to hear what your favorite song from this week was. Keep up the great work, everyone.